Top 5 best weapons in Assassin's Creed Valhalla 2023 edition. Stay tuned for that. Welcome guys, hello everyone new to the channel. I am an Assassin's Creed veteran and my German main channel is actually all evolving around Assassin's Creed, so I thought I'd give you guys a hint on which weapons to use 2023. The top 5 best weapons, let's get it. Right. Surprise, surprise, you of course always need fitting armors. It's not evolving around armors this time, but the Paladin set, it's incredible. Now those weapons I'm talking about are either from the main game, from a paid DLC, but they are not microtransactions, so no real microtransactions here, only the DLCs with additional story content. Of course, they are incredible microtransactions, but I'm not going to talk about them because I don't want to sell them. First up, the best bow in the game is straight Aesir's Eye. Incredible bow. Why is it so good? Of course, it's logical. Gain some adrenaline after fully charging headshots. Wow, just adrenaline is perfect. It's incredibly good. And if you combine it with another weapon I'm gonna show you right now, then it's even better. So Aesir's Eye, straight up the best hunter bow, the best bow I would say in the game, because it gives you adrenaline, and adrenaline equals in more damage, more survivability and more utility. It's just perfect. Now, how do you get Aesir's Eye? To get it, you need the Dawn of Ragnarok DLC, the last paid big DLC, which gets you, of course, to yet another realm. How do you go there? You, of course, want to drink the Svartalfheim potion to get to the Dwarfs realm. And you exactly need to get to the Valkyria arena, and there you can get the bow. Now you can just get it at Kara, and you see her shop, and there you can get some stuff. You simply need to make that working by completing her challenges, and I would totally recommend you guys getting that best bow in the game. And by the way, this place is the perfect place for using and showcasing weapons in my opinion. So I will just shoot in the air and not demonstrate anything. Alright. On to number 4. Moving on with weapon number 4, which is Gaibolg. Gaibolg is a mythical spear that you can find in the Wrath of the Druids DLC, so yet another DLC needed for you guys. To get it, you actually have to almost finish the DLC, chase down the Order in the DLC, and then go to the region of Connacht. It's in the western Irish region, and you find it almost over here. There you will find a druid, which you have to interact with, and he will lead you to a fight against a mythical creature. Once killed, you will get the Gaibolg spear, and it's the by far best spear in the world. Why is that? Lightning shocks will come out of the air and hitting the enemy after 3 consecutive hits, and this will happen quite a few times since spears can actually be a very fast weapon, and that in combination with Gungnir, the extended range spear, is a perfect match, so you will have even more hits because your range is increased. So Gaibolg, super awesome weapon. Get it as soon as you can. If you have the Wrath of the Druids DLC, it's just pure madness. Using it, I thought it was totally broken and OP when I first found out about that weapon. Number 3 is actually a shield, a heavy shield, and not because you want to attack enemies with it, but because of the perk you have on it. It's the Soulskin shield, and you once got it by an event in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Those events are over now, but there's another opportunity to get it right now. And why is this one so good? Gain additional adrenaline on critical hits. That is great. We love adrenaline. We also picked up the Aesir's Eye. We have the Paladin armor that will be better with more stamina and of course more adrenaline. In combination, we have the additional adrenaline charge bonus on that armor, and in combination with the Soulskin shield, it's just pure madness. That is number 3, and let's quickly move on to number 2 because it's actually the same way to get it, so I will combine the explanation of those 2 items in one. The Blade of the Golden Rays basically is the sister sword of the Soulskin shield, and it's as well one of those weapons you got from an event which you can now not participate in anymore, but there's another opportunity for you guys to get it. All hits will deal critical damage after activating an ability. This combination is just pure madness, because you will always be critically hitting after activating abilities, and you will gain additional adrenaline on critical hits. So you will like activate an ability, then crit, get adrenaline from those crits, and always crit. It's just pure madness, and that in combination with ACSI is just so much adrenaline which you can't almost spend, and you will just be spamming abilities all day long. You will need those ability or adrenaline drainer abilities, I would say, to make that happen, e.g. like an X-throw or so, because otherwise you will simply always be on 4 adrenaline. And to be honest, I wouldn't use it in fight. I would rather use it as an activator for my bow, for my abilities. You don't need that anymore. You simply just gain all the adrenaline in the world, and this is just perfect. How do you get it, right? It's super easy. Simply go to any vendor in the game. Since the end of the event support in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, they added all of those event items to vendors, and you can now get it at any vendor you like, e.g. the one in your settlement or so, and get any event item now after the game is quite finished. I'd say it's still buggy in some parts, but the content is finished and you can now just buy it at any vendor you like. Like, I'm right now in the Difflin DLC, and I will see nothing in stock anymore, but well, that's because I bought anything in the game, so no problem there. Alright, let's move on to the best weapon in the game, in my opinion. And the straight up best weapon in the whole game is the blazing sword. It's super awesome. Right, you lock onto an enemy and it will fire a projectile, an energy projectile, towards your locked target on a light attack, and this is just pure madness. Let me show you. Alright, and let's start. I will now focus those guys and take them as my target, and as you can see, it's just crazy. Let's lock on that one again. I don't know, it's not working right now, but as you saw on the start of the fight, it's incredible. Locking onto those targets again, floop, throwing projectiles like crazy. And I think the problem is that it consumes some stamina, so back on stamina again. Yeah, projectiles again. And it's just insane. I would say this is the best weapon you can get in a game, because it is a range weapon you don't have to aim with. It's a melee weapon that does decent damage, since it's a light sword. It's decent, of course, and you can use it in so many situations. It's super easy and super convenient. And yeah, if you have to use something on real range, feel free to use the ACSI bow and slash those enemies with that. The only problem is, of course, like the targeting is sometimes not available if you have enemies that hide in the bushes, but if they appear again, you can just slash them. How do you get the best sword in the game? The blazing sword. This is just simply incredible. Well, you get it actually in the main game, and it's a free DLC they added, so let's get back to England. And you might have guessed it. You got the quest, or you might have not got the quest regarding the Tombs of the Fallen. You need to complete any Tomb of the Fallen in the game. First up, of course, the Eden Ring Sanctum station. We have the Manius Sanctum. We have Boudica's Tomb in the east, here in East Anglia. We have Castlvanus Tomb in the west, in Shropshire. Love those names. We have Venusius Tomb right here in Eurovic, or is it called Eurvikshire? I'm not sure, to be honest. And yeah, then you have to go, of course, back to the last station right here, and then finish what you started. And then you will be owning the best weapon in the game and targeting those enemies for striking through the air and simply having fun with those projectiles. And they also grant adrenaline, as you can see down there. So it doubles the fun, and you can use some spells on it or so, and simply throw those projectiles at those enemies, and that will be insane. Bloop, clutch, zing. Nothing coming out of me. Why is that? And again. And again. Alright, I hope you are the new spoon killer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla now. With those 5 awesome weapons you totally need to improve your playthrough and to make the best out of your play session. I hope to see you guys in the future, and yeah, stay up to date for more content on Assassin's Creed and The Witcher on my channel, so feel free to subscribe. Check out this video where I tell you everything about Assassin's Creed Valhalla's beginner tips, or that video about yet another topic that will be recommended to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will speak to you in the next video.